In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace an intake manifold on a Honda CR-V with a 2.4 liter engine. It is located in your engine bay area. Once you safely raised your hood, this is your intake manifold. This is what we're going to be replacing. You need to start off by taking this air intake tube off, which is held on by two 5.5 millimeter straps. You also have to remove this clamp to remove this air intake tube. Pull your clamp together, pull the tube out. Now you have your four 12 millimeter bolts for your throttle body. That needs to be removed. You also have your wiring harness that clips to your throttle body. You need to remove that. Push the tab over, pull this up and out. Just push your throttle body off to the side. Use a tie, just tie it off to the side, that way it's out of the way. Now you're going to have to remove these two hoses and pull towards you. Same thing on the other end. Just going to pull up, and this one gets clamped from down below. Squeeze those clamps, pull straight up. You have your map sensor. You can either push the tab down or take a pick, lift the other end up, and slide back. One 10 millimeter bolt right here in front of your intake. You need to remove that. Now you have your 5 intake bolts. There's actually 2 nuts and 3 bolts. They're 12 millimeter bolts. On the right-hand side of your intake manifold, right below where your throttle body mounts, you have another 12 millimeter bolt right here. Now it's time to remove your engine splash shield. It's held on by a series of clips. Got one here, starting on the driver's side of the vehicle. Sometimes these clips come out in 2 pieces, like that. Another one beside it, that. Back to the driver's side. Take that one out. Just remember, if you break these, you definitely have to replace them. Take that out. You need to remove these 2 clips. Just pull down, pull out, pull down, pull out, and do the same thing on the other side. Now you're in the front of the vehicle, underneath your bumper. That. This one's missing. Over this one. Pull that out. Now we're underneath the vehicle. After you remove your splash pan, you have a 12 millimeter bolt for this bracket. You need to remove that. Now you have your air tube that you need to remove here. This is on the left side of the intake manifold. Swing your clamp up. Remove your clamp. Slide the hose off. Grab a hold of your intake, slide it towards you, up off the two studs, and straight out. Once you have your intake manifold off, you have to transfer some old pieces to the new manifold. These are your throttle body nut brackets. You can just take those off. They just slide off over these two tabs. Just put them off to the side. You need to transfer your tube here over to your new intake manifold. Squeeze your clamp together, slide it off. Unlatch it from your clip here. Give it a twist. Pull that straight up and off. Come over to the new one. Slide it over that. Put your clamp back on. Take your holder from the back side, squeeze the two tabs, and pull straight out. Wait, listen for the click. Put your hose back into the clamp. Now you have your bottom bracket, which is two 12mm nuts. Those two nuts get torqued down to 9 foot-pounds. Now if you look on the left side of your intake manifold, you have this little rubber plug. You need to remove that and install it onto the new intake. And then last is your map sensor, which is mounted right near where your throttle body would be mounted. That is an 8mm bolt. That comes straight up. And that bolt is torqued down at 2.5 foot-pounds. Now you just want to clean your surface. You can use a razor blade. Just clean out your ports. Take your intake manifold, slide it down. Slide it over your two studs. Start your two nuts. Hand tighten those. Install the rest of your bolts. And these bolts are torqued down at 9 foot-pounds. Now we're back underneath the vehicle. Your 12mm bolt for your lower intake bracket. That gets tightened down to 9 foot-pounds. All right, we're getting ready to install our splash shield. We're on the driver's side of the vehicle. These two holes, you want to tuck inside these two here. Take your 2 pins and push them through the hole. These grooves here go into these holes. Just like that. You can install your clips now, just to give you a hand with holding it. We'll start with this one instead. Push your clip in. Same thing over here. That in. Push your clip in. I'd like to move to the back of it. That way you don't have to keep holding it up. You can put one of your clips into the back here. Hold that. Then it's going to hold your shield up. Now you can go around to all your other clips and install them. Underneath, on the driver's side. Now we're on the driver's side. Tuck that up underneath this other splash shield. Put your clips back in. And do the same on the other side. Now we're on the driver's side. Last one just underneath. And there you have it. Now on the right-hand side, you'll have your bracket that holds this wiring. You can put your 10mm bolt back in that. Snug that bolt. Plug your map sensor back in. Now you can install your clips that hold your nuts for your throttle body. Take your throttle body, slide it back down. Start your bolts by hand. And those get torqued down to 9 foot-pounds. Take your wiring, slide it back into the slot. Take your hose, connect it back into your intake port. Now you install your air tube onto your intake. Install your clamps. Now your air intake tube. Install it onto your throttle body, then onto your air box. Tighten your clamps. Install your tube. Now onto the left side of the intake, there's your other air inlet tube. Install your clamp.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.